Yeah, I'm actually onto survival. Actually, you understand that. You see, I was actually thinking about something about survival as a whole. Then I thought about the life of a jungle. It's either you get killed or you had to make a kill. But then when you look into the story of the survival skill of a deer and a lion, you understand the fact that they have one common interest. They both have one purpose, and the purpose is to actually survive. You see, the lion is not finding it very comfortable to always make a kill. You see, but that's the part people don't literally look into. You see, we oftentimes just imagine that lions has to kill, those white animals have to make a kill to survive. You see, but then if we convert it to our human life, we will understand the fact that as much as we have to labor, as much as we have to struggle to make a living, most oftentimes we don't find the stress being a funny act. But then we just have to strive so that we can just make ends meet. You see, that's exactly what happens to the lion because we are not those lower animals. We don't understand their pains. The lion knows that for it to make a kill, it takes a whole lot of energy, it takes a whole lot of stress to get that done. Now, the lion would want to make a kill because he needs to eat. And why does he need to eat? Because he needs to live. And the only way to live is by surviving. Not considering the fact that a whole lot of energy will be invested in that project. Why the deer on its own has to run. Now, this is a race for life and this is a race of life. It's just two things, but maintaining the same purpose. The deer has to run because the only way to live to also make a kill is to ensure that it's living. And the deer running, it's also stressful. It's not something they like always to. You know, in life, you cannot be too comfortable when a whole lot of people are chasing you. If the problems are just too much on you, if these challenges are just not something you can just close your eye one day and wake up to be like, okay, this is a free world where I don't have challenges, where I don't have to be chased by anybody or any situation or circumstances that may arise. You see, this is how the deer also get to think. But then he just had to run because the only way for it to live and to survive is to ensure that he's not a meal to another predator. Now, this is how life operates on us humans. Life would really, really chase us. Life would chase us beyond our imagination. Life would chase you because life want to make a kill. If you would be like the deer, you will never give up in your race because you don't want life to make a kill out of you. And a lot of people actually had failed today because life has chased them like the lion, and life had succeeded in making it kill. You see them, they lose their focus, they lose the vision, their mind is diverted into something impossible. You know, most of them feel less of a person, most of them feel like they've lost their all. That is the moment you have allowed life to hit you badly completely. Life would always want to make you kill like a lion. People always want to come to you like a lion, like every other predator in the jungle. I tend to like always make people understand something that in life everyone is a predator, and as well we are all prey. Because as much as The lion will chase a deer. A deer too has to eat something to survive, whether it's an animal like itself or plant. Plants too are living things. If we can go back to biology, plants too is a living thing. A deer has to kill something just to make a living. You know, as much as a snake would want to swallow a cat too has to make a kill by killing a rat. So it makes all of us a predator and as well as a prey. But how oftentimes do we tend to observe ourselves keenly to know in which area of life we are preys and in which area of life we are predators? This is just the irony of life, actually. But then you shouldn't give up on life's struggle. A lot of people find it easy, and a lot of people don't. A lot of people stress to make a kill, while a whole lot of people out there don't even stress an inch to make a kill. This is just the unfortunate part of life. But the basic thing we need to understand at all times is not letting life make a kill out of us. For we gotta be strong. We gotta keep running. When we wait, life will get hold of us and life will make its kill. And when life succeeds in making its kill, then we are dead because we ain't surviving no more. But when we run away too far with all the energy that we can gather, we'll understand the fact that we'll get to one point where we're going to find freedom. Now, this might be freedom of finances. This might be freedom of a bad relationship. This might be freedom of being a failure in school. This might be freedom of not having a bad business. It might be freedom of anything that is attached to our life as humans. So we don't let life chase us to make a kill. You need to be strong for yourself. A lot of people out there tend to complain. But then this is a part of the things I'm trying to explain. When you are happy, someone else at that time is crying. When you are crying, it doesn't mean someone else is not happy. These are just the irony of life. Sometimes we tend to ask ourselves, what the hell is wrong? Sometimes we tend to ask ourselves, can the mystery unfold itself? But then the mystery cannot unfold itself. Why? Because life itself is nature. And nature you cannot predict. Nature you cannot explain or elaborate it properly. With nature you expect anything. Scientists might go on a research that there will be no volcano eruption in this year. But then nature has its way to do things that best suit it. There might just be an unforeseen volcano eruption. There might just be that earthquake when we least expect. So this is how life is. Life would always want to chase you. And the only reason why the deer cannot lose the moment of survival is because the deer is always prepared. How much do we prepare for these troubles? How much do we prepare ourselves for these challenges unforeseen? How much do we get ready to attack anything that comes to us? Most oftentimes, we tend to want to do things that way. Most oftentimes, we tend to want to go overboard. But the only way to defend is by attacking. The only way the deer has to live is by running for survival. And the only way the lion has to make a kill to eat and to live is by ensuring that its target is unchecked. This is how life is. Problems are inevitable to mankind. We would always have problems. Some of them might be pushing us really bad. Some of them might be coming with a maximum speed. We need to run fast. We need to be observant. We need to be wise. We need to be smart. Because if we are smart, there's a way we can win it all. So the fact is, anyone out there right now that is being hit up by life, as long as it has not finally killed you, it has only injured you. Because most times, most praise get away by ending up surviving, but with a very bad injury. You see? So this is how life is. Life could hit you, try to make a kill out of you, but if you were so strong enough to use your last breath to push it on, you might end up surviving but with that injury. And most people actually get to lose on themselves because they allow the injury inflict that pain that they cannot control. Then that is when you begin to see them start being frustrated about life. Life is going to hit you and give you that injury if finally it does not make a kill out of you. But then if you're injured about the impact of life, I want to tell you out there, you can just get up. When people don't treat you, when people don't fix you, when nobody cares about you, that's the moment you start caring too much for yourself. So you can just get up and be strong again. And for you who had been running away from life, but yet life is just keep coming back and forth, trying to make a kill out of you, keep pushing on, keep running, because at one point, you're going to make a survival. This is Green Leaf Entertainment Channel. Thanks for watching. You can subscribe.